Hey, Jason Palliser here. Hey, welcome to the channel. So before I even get started, because we're going to be talking to you about some things on wholesaling and do I need a business set up yet? Before I even do that, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, click the bell so you're notified when we drop more good nuggets for you to run your business and be a pro and be free forever. All the fun stuff about being a professional real estate investor. And then don't forget, we love your comments, any questions that you have or anything you need. All you simply have to do is ask. And then last but not least, don't forget to share the channel with everybody else. We're here to build a professional nation across the country, people who are like-minded people who are free. And we just simply want to show you how to do this the right way, right? But we're going to talk about one of my pet peeves right now about just running a real estate investing business in general. Okay. I get this question all the time. Drives me insane. I've trained 25,000 investors. Spoke for every dang conceivable training company in America over the last 20 years. And I get this one all the time. Hey, Jason, do I need to set up my entity before I get started and get going? So I'm going to say something that's a little bit different. Do I suggest that you set up a business entity? Sure, of course. Why? Because it gives you tax deductions. It gives you better tax benefits on the back end. It also gives you extra layers of protection. But I just want to talk in general about it, though. Here's why it drives me crazy. And again, share this with everybody. Like, hey, here's one guy that says it differently than everybody else. And I'll take one step back. I know what happens. You've read an article. You've been in 1,000 Facebook groups. You've been on other weak YouTube channels that don't give you all the information. Whatever you want to say, I don't care. And you've read articles, listened to all this stuff, podcasts, fancy podcasts, all this other good stuff. And they're like, hey, you could be sued. Agreed. Did you, is that a revelation to you? Hey, you could be sued. So you better set up your company first. So you better get ready and get all this stuff in place. Get 50,000 things in place before you can start doing real estate investment. Here's where, of course, I want you to set up a company. Is it a prerequisite? Do you have to do that? Do you have to do that before you do a real estate deal? No. I've been doing this for in the real estate investment sandbox as an investor for 22, approaching 23 years. I've been doing investment funding for 25 plus years. Okay. So I've been in this for literally over half of my life. Okay. Having said that, when I first got started in real estate investing, I did my first 7, 8, 9, 10 deals in my personal name. Now, why am I saying that to you? What does that mean? Okay. Here's what it means. Folks, there are tons of homeowners out there right now, okay? And we teach you that when we do a 2-day blueprint. When we get hired by hedge funds to suffocate a city and get off-market motivated sellers raising their hand 30 plus ways, not the same 5 worn out ways that everybody does. Here's what I know and understand. They certainly don't care. 99% of them certainly don't care if you have an LLC or an S Corp set up. All they care about is, can you help them solve their problem? And why am I saying that to you? Because I do not want you to go down some dark hole, down some rabbit hole and spend months and months just getting prepared to be investing in real estate when there's people out there right now that need a solution that don't care whether you're Allied Property Group, LLC, like we have in one of our markets, and or if I'm just simply regular old Jason Paul Palliser. They don't care. They care about what can you do? What can you offer? Can you be a solution for me? Because here's my situation. Here's my property. Here's what I want. Yes, it needs work. All these other things. None of that is predicated on whether or not you have a company set up or not. So the reason I'm saying it to you this way is this. Jason, do I have to have my LLC set up? And let's add one more on top of that. Again, pet peeve, driving me crazy. Just trying to help you here. Do I have to use my own credit, my own money to get going in real estate? No, you don't. Especially if you start, and again, I'll talk with a little bit of slant here on wholesaling because that's what we do 70, 80% of the time. We also do fix and flips at our company, and we also like to evaluate properties for cash flowing assets as Airbnb because we love that. 3 to 4 times the rent. Can't speak enough about that. Stay tuned. We'll be dropping another video later with my wife, and she's an Airbnb ninja, right? We'll give you some good tips on how to explode cash flow. So and again, now I'm going off on a little bit of a tangent, but I love it so much. Where you think, well, I'm going to have to get 15, 20 rentals to get the income that I need to feel comfortable and have passive income. No, you don't. So stay tuned later. That's why you should subscribe to the channel and click the bell to be notified. Because I'm going to interview my wife and she's an Airbnb ninja and you might, instead of 15 houses, need 4 or 5. Okay. But anyways, back to, do I need a company set up to invest? No. Do I need to use my own cash or credit? Now I'll talk with a wholesale slant. No. Because you can write a contract and trade the contract, the piece of paper, for money. That's just called wholesaling. Again, I'm not going to teach you a bunch of wholesaling on this particular video. I just want to infuse into your brain, if you're getting started, that simply you don't need to have all this stuff set up to do deals. You know why? The first 7, 8, 9, 10 deals I did were in my personal name. Did I get less tax deductions because I don't have a company set up? Certainly. I learned that lesson. Okay. Did it leave me more exposed? Because when I started, I did a few flips and I was grabbing some cash flow and assets. If somebody fell on my property, which it did happen one time, and I got sued for their pain and suffering. If I have an LLC set up, S Corp, stuff like that, does it give me extra layers of protection because now they can only go what's inside that company? Yeah, and again, seek your own legal advice. I'm not giving you legal advice here, but yes, it gives you an extra layer of protection. Agreed. I think we would all agree on that. But having said that, I closed deals and made money, bona fide money, put it in my bank account, bona fide cash flow without having all this other stuff set up. And the reason I'm saying it to you is this, and please, if you're thinking about getting started, ask us questions, put comments in below. We're happy to help you. Schedule a call at the number 2 dayblueprint.com and we'll show you what we do. The systems that we put in place for big companies, they've done thousands of homes. One particular individual that we set up this stuff for at a hedge fund level did 9,000 homes in 6 years. So we kind of have it down to a science. But having said that, you do not, it's not a prerequisite. You could close deals right now in your personal name. If your name is Sally Jones or John Smith, you could write a contract in Sally Jones or John Smith's name, close on it, make $25,000 and put that in the bank. So I just want you to know that it's one of my pet peeves. Now, do I strongly suggest that you set up an LLC or an S Corp? Of course I do. Okay. So depending on what type of investing you do, you want to set up some sort of variation of one of those. I strongly suggest you do that. But here's what I don't want to do. I don't want you not having something set up have such a mental grip on you that you can't go out and start producing leads right now. You can't go out and start using techniques to find homeowners that raise their hand that are motivated, saying, hey, I really do need to sell my house and I would love for you to help me. And the reason I'm saying that to you is this. You need to take action and start getting homeowners to raise their hand ASAP. It has nothing to do with whether you have a company set up or not. And quite frankly, if you should set something up, right? But having said that, there's nothing stopping you from starting to put your best foot forward from a marketing effort to find good off-market properties and be a solution for them without a company set up yet. And then you could just work with other investors in your town as you're getting ready to get the ball rolling. Somebody who's established. Okay, so someone who's established in town, and write the contract through their company name until you get your setup. The reason I'm saying this is this. I need to right now, if you're listening to me, and hopefully you love the comment again, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified, comment, share this with other people. If you do that stuff, then we'll start doing more of these videos to help you out and become a professional investor and do it ongoing forever as your permanent fun hobby, because it doesn't have to be hard and feel like work, right? But the reason I'm saying this is that I don't want you to be slowed down by all this stuff saying you'll be sued. That, quite frankly, speaking for these big companies for 20 years, TV shows, this, that, and I won't say their names because then I'll have to give them some sort of royalty or whatever. They put that stuff out there because it is true, but it also puts fear in your mind. So then, therefore, I better not... I better not put because I could be sued. And they do that so that they show you that you do need somebody to help you set this stuff up. And there are ways to do it and do it right or do it better, right? I learned over time. People taught me just like you're learning right now. But I don't want it to slow you down from taking action and finding homeowners that need your help, right? So do I suggest you set that stuff up? Of course I do. But it doesn't need to slow you down. So hopefully that's resonating with you because you could partner with somebody else who already has an LLC set up. But again, schedule a call with us at the number 2 dayblueprint.com and we'll talk to you. We'll talk to you about your marketplace. What income do you want to make? What type of investing do you want to do? Again, I think most of you already know we put together 30 different ways to get to off-market properties, not the same 5 or 6 worn out techniques, vacants, code violations, high equity absentee owner lists, postcards, letters, text message blasts, and be consistent. There's a much better way to do this, folks. But Does that need to stop you from taking action now? No, because you don't have everything set up. Do you need to use your own money and credit? No, because if you just write a contract and sell that contract to somebody else, which is wholesaling, none of that ever involves you doing an application. None of that involves you showing bank statements. So can you do this without using it doesn't care about your credit score. I don't care if you're an 800 credit score or 550. Some of the best investors that I've trained, because I've trained 25,000 of them, have credit scores that are below 600. That doesn't slow them down from getting deals done. So don't let that cloud your judgment or pollute your brain. Those things are simply not true. Okay. So what I want you to take away from this is that I need to take action now on the way to setting up my LLC or all this other stuff. But that is not some big bag of bricks that you have to carry, that heavy load that you have to carry around before you start investing and closing deals and making money. That's simply not the case. That's a bunch of BS. And I'm not gonna stand for it personally. We relish you taking action and start moving forward and talking to homeowners. That has nothing to do with paperwork that you have in your hand. So hopefully this helps you out. Like I said, like, subscribe, click the bell to be notified when we drop more good stuff. Comment on it. If you need help, just hit us up. Check out our 2dayblueprint.com. We've got information on there on what we do. We have other investors like you telling you what we did for their business. There's a better way to do it. And I'm just trying to remove just a couple little pieces from your brain that may be slowing you down, especially if you're getting started right now. So talk to you soon. See you on the next video, folks. We're here to help you turn this into a real business that runs like a machine forever and remove some of the things that are floating around in your brain that are slowing you down from simply taking action and getting the ball rolling and getting started. So hopefully this helps. Like I said, share it with other people. We operate from a place of abundance, as you should too, as the go-to business in your marketplace. See you guys later. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.